Hope you're all doing great. The title of this is Jesus Walks on the Water, and I'm going to write it like what? A man walks on the water, but let's see what happens. So when Jesus had sent the multitudes away after he was preaching to them, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, which had his disciples on it, and was tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary, which means turbulent. And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a spirit." And they cried out for fear. "Oh my gosh, it's a spirit." But straightway Jesus spoke unto them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it be you, bid me to come to you on the water." In other words, let me come to you. And Jesus said, "Come." Of course you can come to Jesus. Of course you can come to Jesus. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid. So now he sees the wind instead of Jesus. He took his eyes off of Jesus. And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, "Lord, save me." That's a prayer that the Lord will always answer. And immediately, Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him. So we see here's the disciples on the boat, and a horrible wind, storm-tossed wind has just tossed them. So let's say that is problems in life. Okay, we're on our boat in life, all right? And winds, troubles come and attack us constantly. But sometimes these troubles are boisterous, strong, and mighty. And then we see Jesus, because we're Christians, right? And here comes Jesus walking on that water towards us. And then Peter says, "Hey, can I come to you?" And Jesus says, "Of course." And so Peter gets out of the boat, and he too is doing miraculous things. He's walking on the water. But guess what happens? He took his eyes off of Jesus and put it back on the problem. And when he put it back on the problem, he began to sink. How many of us are taking our eyes off of Jesus when we have a problem, like Peter did from the boat? If he would have kept his eyes on Jesus, he would have just walked right on up to him and been held in the arms of Jesus. But instead, he looked at the problem that he was faced with and began to sink. So this is a perfect parable story. No, it wasn't a parable. It was the truth. This is perfect truth on keeping our eyes focused on Jesus and not the problem. Can we do that? I love you guys. Be blessed. Maranatha.